Man, oh man. Some of you Barack Obama fans is about to be a little disappointed, sad. I'm not sure how you guys are going to take it, but a few of us already had the in the back of our minds. And I'm not going to say it on here, but a lot of you guys been saying something about Michelle Obama. If you know what I'm talking about, leave it in the comments, all right? Listen to this little clip of what Jesse Lee Peterson had to say about Obama. Check it out.
Illegal aliens are coming in and taking over the black communities, running black people out of their own communities.
I think Barack Obama, it will go down as being one of the most important figures of our generation.
What good has he done?
He's done a whole lot from health care to...
Obamacare has hurted a lot of people.
I don't think
They're losing their insurance.
Affordable health care. There's a lot of different challenges when it comes to the care, but it was a good start.
I've allowed this man to turn America upside down, to turn it into a socialist society.
Absolutely.
They were afraid to deal with him because of fear of being called racist.
Absolutely.
And they have allowed the son of Satan to come in.
Who is that?
And destroy Barack. And destroy
Barack is the son of Satan?
One of the sons.
What do you think about that?
Let me ask you this. Do you support so-called same-sex marriage?
Well, from myself and from my beliefs, I don't believe in same-sex marriage. No.
Is homosexuality wrong?
From my concept of scripture, yes.
It's wrong. Do you say homosexuality is wrong?
According to what the scripture says, it is in contradiction.
I want you guys to know that
Al Sharpton... Bible don't talk about that?
Al Sharpton, it does.
It does.
Al Sharpton and Barack Obama support those things.
Yeah.
So you guys are supporting corrupt men, and you guys are men of God.
Right? But we all had a little, we were a little suspect. We were like, Because a lot of people keep saying, and people defending him, saying that how the reason why he passed those LGBTQ laws is because it was already on his desk before Obama went into office. So a lot of us are asking, why didn't anybody, sign those bills? Why didn't anybody do it? Why did it have to be Obama? And before I go into that, let's hear what Ben Shapiro got to say. Let's get into it.
Well, folks, what if I told you that there was a biographer of Barack Obama who uncovered a bunch of bombshells about him years ago, and the media just ignored all those bombshells? Well, that's precisely what happened. There's a massively important interview over at Tablet Magazine, which is a great website that's worth the read. They did an interview with a historian named David Garrow, who wrote a Pulitzer Prize-winning biography of Martin Luther King. And then in 2017, he had a biography of Barack Obama in his early years, and it was called Rising Stars. By all rights, it should have been like a massive hit, this book, because it actually uncovered a bunch of stuff about Obama that the media never would have covered. Like, for example, the fact that in Dreams from My Father, which is almost entirely fictionalized, apparently, according to David Garrow, that when Barack Obama wrote his first memoir, Dreams from My Father, he has an incident where he broke up with a white girlfriend, supposedly because she couldn't understand why he wanted to get in touch with his black identity. And what actually happened is that she broke up with him because he was covering for raving black anti-Semites. That's what David Garrow uncovered. Media never checked into it. They never found the girlfriend. They never dug into anything remotely related to Barack Obama. By the way, other revelations included in this book were actual handwritten letters from Barack Obama to one of his girlfriends talking about his, and this is a direct quote, repeatedly fantasizing about making love to men. I mean, that's pretty bombshell kind of stuff, no?
What did you say, Ben? I don't think the audience heard you, Ben. I don't think they heard you.
To one of his girlfriends talking about his, and this is a direct quote, repeatedly fantasizing about making love to men. I mean, that's pretty bombshell kind of stuff, no? I mean, pretty wild and salacious. None of it received virtually any coverage at the time. But why? And the answer is because the media, when Barack Obama rose to the presidency, and as he made that rise, the media decided that they were now the actual Praetorian Guard. They were always biased to the left, but there's certainly a level of baseline honesty that required them to still report on things. And then Barack Obama rose to the level of the presidency, and every institution was weaponized on behalf of this man personally. That's actually what happened. The entire comedic institutional structure, for example, said it is forbidden to make jokes about Obama. You cannot make jokes about this absolutely self-obsessed, ridiculous man because he is actually a messianic figure. You remember that Chris Rock said that he's like the country's dad. This is the kind of, so comedy, out. Entertainment, out. They were all worshiping at the altar. The media, out. And our public institutions also started reflecting everything with regard to Obama. David Samuels of Tablet, who's interviewing Garrow, he said, Rising Star highlights a remarkable lack of curiosity on the part of mainstream reporters and institutions about a man who almost instantaneously was treated less like a politician and more like the idol of an inter-elite cult. And it's true, like the entire tech world revolved around Barack Obama. He became like the center of the political universe. Everybody thinks the center of the political universe is Donald Trump, but that's not actually right. The center of the political universe since 2008 has been Barack Obama. Donald Trump is a reaction to Barack Obama. Joe Biden is a reaction to Donald Trump and happens to be the third term of Barack Obama, since every person in position of major staffing power is a Barack Obama acolyte.
What a lot of people were saying in the comments, especially a lot of Barack Obama videos and Biden videos, that Biden is just the puppet on the string. Remember some I forget how the quote went, what Obama said, that if you could do another third term, he would.
Barack Obama, by the way, still resides most of the year in Washington, D.C., and it's amazing to me that nobody's actually attempted to track down how much does Barack Obama actually talk with all the people who used to work with him and shape policy inside the Biden administration. And again, the corruption of all of our institutions on the back of Barack Obama's personal self-obsession is truly an amazing thing. So David Garrow, this biographer of Obama, he says in this interview, quote, he has no interest in building the Democratic Party as an institution. I think that's obvious. I don't think he had any truly deep, meaningful policy commitments other than the need to feel and to be perceived as victorious, as triumphant. But because all the institutions went into defend Obama mode, that has carried forward to Joe Biden. And here's the thing. They could get away with it when it actually was Barack Obama, because Barack Obama had this sort of messianic quality to him. Right? He was actually a really good speaker. He was actually a celebrity type. But Joe Biden isn't. And so as that mask is stripped away, and as the media have just been demonstrably proved to be members of that inter-elite cult, of course faith in them has absolutely plummeted. And of course the country has polarized, because the institutions that at least used to have sort of a baseline goal and purpose they had to fulfill, even if there was political bias involved, everyone distrusts those institutions now, and for absolutely good reason. And what that also means is it's very easy when an institution fails to immediately attribute it to this sort of inter-elite cult status. Is it failure or is it malice? Now, I've said many times that I try to attribute as much as I can to stupidity rather than malice. But the problem is when malice has been pursued over and over and over again against a particular point of view, at a certain point, you start to see that maybe it's not stupidity, maybe it is malice. That doesn't mean all of it's malice, but it means it's easy to over-attribute to malice rather than to stupidity, which leads to further political polarization. And that seems to be what's been happening all over the place, institutionally speaking, in the United States, to really grave effect, by the way, because what it means is that each side is now bouncing off the other. Republicans are reacting to anything Democrats say by saying that if Democrats hate it, we must love it, which is a bad idea. And Democrats are reacting to anything the Republicans say by saying that if Republicans like it, we must hate it. All of that was created by the Barack Obama era. This is not Donald Trump's era. This is still Barack Obama's era. We're just living in the aftermath of that era. As I've said many times about Donald Trump, people say that he killed American politics, destroyed American politics. Donald Trump was not the murderer. Barack Obama was the murderer. Donald Trump is the coroner who stumbled on the body and declared it dead.
Ooh, that's one thing I like about Ben. Ben always come with the facts. You got to have the facts. And once again, came with the facts. So we all know there was an agenda why Obama pushed so much with the LGBTQs and certain laws. And he was the first president to pass the same-sex marriage. He pushed very hard for the LGBTQ. Then America as a whole, we all know that. What did he really do? People like to bring up minor things. No, what did he do? He had 8 years. Trump only had 4. See the difference? 4. And 4 of them, what did they have? You had George Floyd situation. You had COVID. You had a lot of stuff going on when Trump was in office. So Trump didn't really get his full 4 years in. Or even the 8 years like Obama did. Right? But this is the problem that I have. It's people that push through these type of laws. Listen, we don't care whatever you fantasize. That's you. But when you're coming in here portraying something that is not, that's what I got a problem with. You see, you want to push these type of laws for the LGBTQ, which we don't mind. But come out and show that side of you. Why wouldn't he do it? You heard it. You fantasize of being with other men. But you will never even think that. Wife, beautiful kids. That's the problem that I have. And just like Ben Shapiro just said, Obama is very active in Washington, D.C. You guys know you rarely hear a little peep out of Obama. You hear him here and there, but not as much as you think you would, right? Look at Biden. Let's all be honest in the comments. Look at Biden. You tell him he's paying attention to anything? And Kamala Harris. Are you serious? You think she's capable of doing anything right? No, we're being honest. Let's be honest. You think she's doing anything right? It has to be somebody behind. Pop it on the string. Look at Biden. Half the time the dude looks lost. You tell me he's really paying attention to running this country? There's way more LGBTQ stuff that's being pushed now than ever. Let me know if I'm lying in the comments, man. But you see, they go to truth about Obama. And that's one thing I don't like about the media. But if it was Trump, oh my God. That is everywhere. You couldn't hide that. That is going to be everywhere. And that's why a lot of people in the LGBTQ don't like Trump. Okay, you know, Trump didn't totally agree with what they are doing right now. And that's a lot of the reason why they didn't want him in office. And Trump said that. And the sad part about all is that you all heard about the rumors about Michelle. I don't know how true that is. So I'm not going to comment on it. But if you guys feel free to let me know in the comments how you feel about that. I'm not going to say that because I have no idea. I have no facts on that. It goes to show you what Obama is really all about. Obama was a celebrity president. You see him, he was everywhere. He was a celebrity boy. Just like Ben said, that's how he fooled a lot of people. Obama, man, his speech was powerful. He knows how to talk. He knows how to sweet talk the people. And that's one thing you got to give him credit for. He was very good at speaking. But eventually, you know what they all say, right? What in the dark always comes to the light. No matter how much you try to suppress the darkness, light would always come out. Just like with Biden. That $5 million bribe that he took from foreign countries. You know what the FBI said? Well, you know, we can't really, it's very, we can't really dig too deep and release the type of information because it's going to jeopardize other people's life. And it's going to put other people's lives at risk. That's what they said. That's what they told Congress. Go look it up for yourself if you don't believe me. That's what they said. But a lot of people, that time when Biden took that money, guess who was the president at that time? Barack Obama. You see, they're protecting Obama at all cost. That's why I keep saying, you can't tell me that all these other presidents' hands are clean. Only Trump hands are dirty. There's no way possible. But hey, we're learning a lot of this stuff now as time goes on. I wish we knew this before he got elected the second term. Hey, until then, man, I'll catch you guys next video. Peace out. You guys have a blessed day, man.